Hello everybody, welcome back to another part of Let's Play Tyranny. And let's continue. Quite an interesting day today. I was on a taxi and the driver was born the same exact day and year, of course, as I was. First time this happens to me, that I meet someone like that. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see. We have one talent point left. I thought I did this last time. There are 6 categories of talents: leadership, power, agility, range, and magic. No, that's a different thing. With each level, you gain 1 point to purchase a talent from any of these categories. Within a talent tree, each tier of talents unlocks... Each tier of talents unlocks... No. Anyway, based on how many talent points have been spent within that tree. To learn a talent, select its icon and then the save button to confirm the choice. Each companion has their own talent trees with unique abilities. These abilities unlock in the same manner as your character's talents. As you spend points within a companion talent tree, further tiers of talents become available. So it's a tree. Alright, so I can do this soon. Or an aggressive stance on rapid strikes to overwhelm his opponents. An aggressive stance focused on powerful strikes. Could do this, right? No, I don't want that. Let me check the others 1 second. Bandolier. The party gains 2 additional quick item slots and consumables used while in combat are more effective. What? Wow. Mark enemy, abandoned. The party gains use of 1 additional weapon set. So 3. And can switch weapons in combat with lower recovery penalty. That's good actually. Requirements level 3. Oh, okay, never mind then. Agility. Unless a double attack on your target, add feint to your thrust ability. Blinding your opponent and distract them with your attack. Lightfoot, move faster in combat. Right click for details. Plus 25% move speed. What does it mean though? I mean, do I gain extra something? Parrying, perhaps? Range. Target enemy fit to the range. Yeah, I'm not going to get that, so I don't care about that. Alright, let's see. Concentrate force. Increase weapon damage to an increase damage on armor attacks. Yeah, I'm not too excited about any of them. I guess the blade wall is good. Allows an additional enemy to be engaged at one time and grants a bonus to damage dealt to targets that are stunned or prone. Well, the second part is good, but what is even better, you can engage more than 1 enemy at a time. So that I'm sure it helps. Don't know. Agility is good, of course. Okay, let's get this Lightfoot, unless... Oh, this good. Okay, let's go for Lightfoot. Save. Yes. Thank you. So, where is it? Slender, Thrust, Shield Slam, Concealing Cellar. Okay, so I don't have it. Let's see. There it is. Yeah. Talents. Why don't I have it? Is it's a passive, that's why, yeah. Okay. And of course my companion automatically upgrades, levels up, because I have chosen shot. And what's this? 8 days to Kyr's Day of Swords. Yeah, we don't want that. What? Who said that? Come on. Don't be a dick. As you heard, Master Radek said to keep an eye on the northeastern pass. If you're coming through here. With the mercy of Kyros, we don't have the soldiers to send hunting through the trees to our own damn mercy. Who is this guy? The general, right? Kevers. Well, tell you what, I want to go to the other camp. So that's what I'm gonna do. Although, who is this? Hail to you, guardian of the law. I am the law. I don't care what anybody else says. I liked Stallone in Judge Dredd. I thought he was good. For the most part. For a large part of it. The man dressed in merchant finery greets you with a smile. If you have a few excess rings weighing you down, best unburden yourself before battle. I like this. You know that if the disfavored suffer a merchant in their camp, that must be a man selling only the finest provisions and armaments. True. Well, most likely. Well, perhaps, I don't know. He points to his collection of seals, rations, satchels, wineskins and other sundries. Take a look and see if something interests you. How did you come to work with the disfavored? Hard work and good suppliers. When Tunan's men came to my village, all the merchants were given different lists of what they were or weren't permitted to trade. He smiles, hand on hips. Teapot. In Kyros' wisdom, my record must have been a good one, because I was given the right to trade in all manner of goods. Most importantly, arms. Not a lot of merchants can legally sell weapons. It was like that even before Kyros. Most of the camp followers are slaves or haulers. You don't see many merchants. I try not to congratulate myself on my good fortune, since by wisdom and mercy of Tyranny that I make a profit. Perhaps you're not so different in that respect. He winks. Wow, he is brave. If I wasn't following the rear guard peddling my wares, my niece Rona and I would no doubt be caretakers of a pitiful market stall, shouting above the rumble to make ourselves known to the lords and ladies of the bastard city. Let me see your wares. Pendipor rubs his hands, eyes alight. Let's see if you can find something you might like. Anyway, actually, one second. Let me, don't go away. I want to check something. This. Oh, can actually, I thought it was something I could use at all times. +2 resolve. What's resolve? 1 second. Which one? Is this one? No. Am I recording? Yes. Tell me, what is it? Journal? Notes, records, encyclopedia. Biography? Yeah. Resolve, let's see. Resolve determines a character's ability to endure physical and mental challenges. Resolve is the primary attribute used to derive the endurance, will, and magic defenses. It also increases the duration of afflictions applied by the character. It's both defensive and offensive stat. Short finesse, might, okay. And what was the other one? Speed. Well, speed is not here. Combat mechanics, perhaps. Patient and injuries. No. Equipment. No. Locations, lore. That can be it. Tips. No. Athletics. Come on, there must be. Really? Nothing about speed. There's no search function. Yeah. No. Can't see anything like that. Oh, what's this? Missives. I saw it. There it is. Scribes trained by the School of Ink and... Oh man. Quill? Have long operated in it. When I'm going to use this word, right? So sometimes I forget how to say a few words. Something. Have long operated a network of carrier birds, delivering message scrolls throughout the tiers. This network, was modeled after the one established in Kyros Empire by the Archon Talon. Okay, never mind. Let's talk to him. No, wait. Alright, so let's use this one. What? Okay, the defenses change. 43, 38, 35. So all of them change, yeah. Quite a lot actually. Yeah. Well, not all of them, but some of them. And what's this? Blood Scarlet Fury Boots. No, I'm not going to use it. What about her? No. So I'm going to sell the boots. Potion of invisibility. Yeah, quick items. Yeah, let's keep it for now. Oh no, that's her. No. Oh me. There. Good. I'm gonna sell the boots and what's this? Curiosity. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. So let's just sell the boots. Yeah. Let me see them. Alright. Yeah, take them. Wait, how much money I have? Carving supplies, bronze rings, copper rings, iron rings. So I guess it's some money, right? Yeah, it is. Alright, let's see, what can we get? Fruit. 1 wits. 1 quickness. 1 finesse. So this is how much? 50 copper rings by 5? So it's 250? How many lesser? 5 is the maximum, I guess. So 1 is by 50. Oh man, they're expensive. Okay, never mind. Water, what does water do? +1 resolve. Black moss. +50 defense against bleeding attacks for 50. Yeah, okay. Cabin supplies. Perhaps another tab. Although I think I can probably afford it, right? Take 1. Trade. Yeah, 40. Yeah, definitely. Alright. So it is by 100. Okay. So it's 100 copper rings is 1 bronze ring, and I'm guessing 100 bronze rings is 1 iron ring. That's fine with me. But having said that, Let me see where's. I'm gonna get a health potion. 1. Good. And now I'm gonna try the last option. Your largest crate. Open it now. Something in your tone calls him to blanch. He scrambles to remove the lid from the largest of his crates. Of course, Fatebinder, don't let me inconvenience you for a moment. His supplies are all perfectly ordinary. You see nothing out of place or unauthorized by his mercantile license. Everything seems to be in order. Try to steal something. No. Lie. Smells like petrol grass in here. Have you been selling something you shouldn't? I'm not going to lie. I'm glad to hear it. There isn't a temptation in the world that could steer me from the good favor of Tunon or Kyros. Perhaps. Travel well, and I'll be here should you need to trade again. Okay. Tell you what. Who's this guy? Barek. Looks like... is he in charge of this guy? Iron Muscle Arrhenius. Actually, let's talk to him. Don't just coddle the impact. Push back with your shield. Take the momentum. Iron Marshal Arrhenius, field commander of the disfavored, pounds her fist in the air as he calls out to the warriors on the training field. To the warriors, okay. I set eyes on your opponent's waistline. If you spend more than a glance checking his footwork, you've lost. The disfavored officer turns to you, adjusting her pale golden surcoat. Judging from your uniform, this is the Iron Marshal Arrhenius, first among equals in the Iron Guard, graven as his inner circle of trusted followers. Charged with being the duties of leadership, logistics and training, there is rarely a quiet day for their second in command of the disfavored legion. Need to stay on top of the troops or the skills will rust. It's for their own good, even if they don't believe it. You mentioned your sort of warriors need help, no? How are your warriors reacting to the edict? Kyros' ultimatum has the camp on edge. Some will dread, but most are rife with anticipation. She points to the men sparring in the field. We have a lot of brothers and sisters to avenge, and the warriors are eager to take out some aggression. I for one choose to see the edict as a blessing, for it forces the generals to act, and we are long overdue. Alright, carry on. Let's talk to this guy too. We can make out the ironclad soldier's inscription under his twisted helmet. She merely stares at you. Okay. Since you are here, let's have a quick look around. What's here? Supplies are still holding up despite us sitting around on our asses for the past few weeks. Okay. Stones. Okay, never mind. Don't think there are many things you can do right now, at least. Wait, what's the thing that's left out, right?
They won't see me coming.
That's not. Tab. Okay, so there is something here. Fresh straw in the corner of this prison cell absorbs much of the stench. Ouch. Don't mind me, I'm just watching the troops. Spotting them. Lucia Marcus. Yeah, I don't want to spend much time here. I mean, bitter quip. Oh wait, no, it's locked. Never mind. Alright, let's get out of here. Where's this woman? Rana. Could not hand cheater. Too much armor to mend. Speak to Uncle Pentibor if you have rings to trade. Okay, never mind. Locked? Yeah, I don't have anything to use, huh? So, okay. I guess they're the same thing, right? Skull Horus Camp. The Skull Horus have taken residence within the decayed walls of an old fortress. This can at the base of operation for the Voice of Nerat's campaign in the valley. Yes, accept. Looks like a better place. If that, of course that is the same as the camp. Alright, keep moving. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's see. F6 I think. Yes. There's no problem now because I'm not using fraps to record this. Take another step and I'll pin your foot to the dirt. Is he talking to me? They appear to be from the same, so... What's going on here? Oh no, don't go there. Quiet seal. It proves everything. The warrior slams your fists together in a resounding clap. Like for instance, whether you are fit to lead the flock of children. Behind here, the members of your gang posture with weapons held at the ready. What's wrong with me? One second. Let me have some tea. Hot tea. It's cold. I mean, it's cold outside. This is a hot Earl Grey tea. Or tea, Earl Grey. Hot. Behind you, yeah. Silver sank. Did you not hear the news of the edict? This is a foolish distraction. You ought to be saving our fight for the enemy. The Chorus warrior looks to his gang, giving them a quick nod. What's the problem here? No problem here, Lord Binder. She tosses her blade in the air, catching it with a smile on the way down. Cut. I love this. Captain Fuckwit here. Okay, I have to use this for the title of the video. Seems he is about to bark from his silence. Thinks just because he used to run a ship, he's qualified to run a gang. She spits on the ground, looking up with a scowl. So I'm calling him out, because the way I see it, his warriors ought to follow me, not this new blood. Captain Fuckwit was my father. Fuckwit will do just fine. The warrior points at the opposing gang. If we have to prove our strength, we'll do so happily. But I'll have your hands and feet removed, and the rest of you kept for my own use. I like this guy. This is foolish. Stop this at once. I'll let you all fight this out. Care to wage on this fight? Allow me to join you. I enjoy a good bloodbath. I'll go the first one. Excuse me? She widens her eyes in shock. This is our way, Fatebinder, and you have no right to stop us. We are not harming anyone outside the Horus. I don't know who you are, but I don't need your help. He looks back at this gang. I think we can handle ourselves just fine. Alright, let's see the options. 1. Bickering amongst yourselves costs us the war effort as a whole. It does affect outside the Horus. 2. I'll let you all fight this out. 3. Care to wage on this fight? I could use a few rings. 4. Allow me to join you. And 5. I cannot do it. 6. beat Siversong bloody. Then I'll settle it with strength. 7, just walk away. I'm between 6 and 1. I go with 1. Bickering amongst yourselves causes the war effort as a whole. It does affect others outside the chorus. The gang leader spins her knife for a moment as if her answer balances on its edge. Fine. With her answer, she flicks her knife to the ground and walks away, a spiteful glare cast in your direction. I think I just made a friend. Alright. Let's talk to this asshole. Why did you expect my thanks? Alright then. Oh, what's that? Oh, just the exit, okay. These are coarse grounds. State your business or get lost. Many women in this army. Cool. The guard places her hands by her belt as you approach, gripping the hilt of a blade. Past this point is Horus territory, and you don't look like someone's conscript. You sure you're in the right place? You sure you are in the right place? Options 3. Glare silently. 2. I'm always in the right place. 1. I'm just Steph the Pointy, Fate Binder of Tunon. I'm here to help vanquish the Oathbreakers. Yeah, let's go with 1. You know, I think I was told to expect somebody, but he seemed too ugly to be him. Her lips crumble into a smirk. Where exactly should I let you in? Let's have a look. Horde, you dolt, this is the Fate Binder. He's been with us since the damn start, even shed blood at the Gates of Judgment. The Gates of Judgment is the name given to the mountain pass separating the tiers from the Northern Empire. The treacherous scree slopes and deadly rock slides create a nigh impossible barrier responsible for centuries of peace between the two regions. Fucking new fish, start learning the names and faces, or find work as someone's moving target. Ooh, ooh. The guard shakes her head, blushing with embarrassment. I'm terribly sorry. Now please come right in. I like how the avatars change. That's very nice. Very, very nice. I mean, there's no animation, but still, this is good. What's this? Okay, let's see. Scroll. A scroll sits here, glowing with mystical energy. I don't have enough lore to read it, okay. Fifth Eye. Fifth Eye. The Binder of Tunon arrives. Squealing with teenager's timber. The Fifth Eye's voice make your gums itch and your fingernails feel in need of a trim. Of a trim? And to just finish having a bit of sport with some captives. But worry not, we'll have more fun with another batch momentarily. Dressed in the bronze-red regalia of the Crimson Spears, the Fifth Eye beckons you to stand close, waging a blood-spattered glow. Now that you have issued this edict and doomed us all to die, have you come to help us climb out of this hole? Chirps of laughter emanate from under his mask. Options. 1. I trust you're getting your warriors ready for battle. 2. Not here to follow your every order, but we all need to work together to stop this edict. 3. How has the camp responded to the edict? 4. have other things to do. With mewling, bawling, and occasional orgy, frequent vomitus. A shrill-tittering laughter escapes from under his mask. The bloodlust is there, but so is the fear of failure. Should our glorious horde fail to overrun the citadel, we'll surely all perish. I don't see the disfavored pulling their way. I trust you are getting your warriors ready for battle. We know the Oathbreakers are focused in the citadel beneath the mountain spire, but we have learned this is not their only nest. The fifth eye wags a hand in the air with a high-pitched squeal of displeasure. Given the patterns of attacks, they must have a second group maintaining camp here in the outer valley, and unless we deal with this second group, they'll attack from behind the moment they cross the river. Remain silent, or you have how large a force, and for all this week you've let the enemy move freely through the valley. 3. The disfavourable thing you can control your horde, and that many are defecting back to the Venerian Guard. Let's go with 1. My last group of scouts returned with a new batch of prisoners, and one of these prisoners claims he can lead us to the Venerian Guard secondary camp, though there are threads of deception in her voice. I could use your help questioning this Varia Kel. Perhaps you'll get less screams and tears and more useful information out of her. If we knew where to ambush the Oathbreakers, we could try and take their captain, and show him the wisdom of joining the chorus. Option 1, I'll speak with the prisoner. Option 2, why not just ask the Archon of Secrets? I thought he could interrogate anything. Option 3, I don't belong to Archon Nerat. What's my help worth? 4, are a few more conscripts going to change anything at this point? Seems wiser to just kill them. That's not how they work though. 5, I have no time for this. I'll go with 1. I'm curious. I'll meet you there. She's waiting by the other prisoners. Okay, let's follow him. Beautiful game. Corman, let the Fate Banner speak with our catch of the day. Very well, Fifth Eye. I assume this is it then. Let's deal with Varia before we let the Sage speak. Varia, okay. Please, someone, I wish to bow before the voices of Nerat. I thought all could find redemption in the chorus. A woman in the makeshift armor of the Venerian Guard lurches forward in agony. Her soul-trembling legs suggest he has been forced to stand for days. Fifth Eye, this one. He flippantly waves at the prisoner, taking the time. Was hollering earlier. What? This one was hollering earlier that she knows the location of the Venerian Guard's encampment, but she isn't being entirely honest. Varia Keo. I told this thing. The prisoner turns pale a moment, before the look of determination comes over her face. That I wanted a guarantee I would live and be welcome into the chorus as a captain. Then I'll talk. Otherwise they'll just kill me once I have opened up. I was dumb enough to join with the Venerian Guard, but I'm not dumb enough to give away my bargaining bronze. Option 1. Tell me what you know and I can see to your release. 2. You claim you would disavow your people for the Scarlet Horse. Why the change of heart? 3. Why should I trust the words of an Oathbreaker? I don't want to... Okay, I'll go for number 2. Varia Kill. Because I want to live, and you don't need to be the Archon of Premonitions to know that the younger realms are going for good. Younger realms. Okay, the ones we have just defeated. She blinked several times, catching her breath. Kairos is the new strength of the tears, and I would rather stand with his Archons than be crushed by them. I'll go with 1. Tell me what you know, and I can see to your release. I heard the court is looking for Captain Pelox Florian and his crew. I can lead you to them, but only if you release me. She turns her head, taking a long look at skewered and smoldering corpses around her. She tugs at her restraints, but to no avail. 1. Raise your voice with Athletics 20. Start talking now. 2. Subterfuge 30. You are lying. Why don't you tell me what you actually know, and I'll see about saving you. 3. You could have the voice of Nerat extract what you know from your mind. No, I'm not going to say 3 because she appears to be quite eager to meet the voice of Nerat. I don't know, perhaps he's an assassin. Let's try number 2. You're lying. Varia Kill. Well, you see, second by your demand, her lips move wordlessly for several seconds. So I don't know exactly where the rest of my crew is, but I can tell you, she shakes her head, catching her breath. Scratch that one. She reaches up with her right leg and points with her foot, calling attention to a nearby pile of corpses. The tall dark one is missing most of his face. Check his left boot. He was the literal one in our crew. He had the orders. 5th eye. With the snap of his fingers, a pair of corpsmen yank the boot off the fallen guardsman. A rolled parchment slides out of the boot and is thrust into the 5th eye's hands. He unfurls the scroll to give it a read. It's nonsense, just a mass of words, Laughter erupts from under the mask. She said she had information, she gives us garbage. Slay these rats for wasting our time. He snaps his fingers at a nearby Scarlet Fury, who promptly snatches a long knife from her belt. 1 remains silent. 2. I heard her say she would swear fealty to the voice of Nerat. An initiation rite would be in order. Yeah. Plus, I believe there's something more of her. I don't want her to die. Now, I could choose the first one, but I don't know if it will just kill her, or she will just kill her, or I will have another option of saving her life, so I'm just gonna do that. This. 5th eye. Seeing as you're an expert on the subject of fate, I'll entertain your wisdom on the matter. What then would you propose we do with her? Point to 2 other prisoners. Let's test her loyalty. Varia, kill this guardsman with something blunt. 2. Send her back as our agent. When the time comes, she will aid us, or track down her kin. 3. You're wasting a good slave. Work her until she's broken and feed her to the pigs. Let's go with 1. Varia looks at the prisoners, once her allies, and closes her eyes as her bonds are untied. The onlookers snicker and cheer when a heavy rock is placed in her hand. Mouthing something inaudible, she lifts the rock high above her head and smashes it down on the prisoner's skull, winching back a scream as she hoists the stone over her head a second time to finish the job on the other prisoner. The bloody rock hits the ground and Varia slumps to her knees in defeat a moment later. I'm such an asshole. Fifth Eye. Good, good. Fifth Eye places his bloodied hand on the trembling woman's shoulder and nods to her. Welcome to the Scarlet Chorus. Do not fail us. As a pair of soldiers come to lift Varia, the Fifth Eye turns to you, his voice filled with glee. Where's a slave to clean up the offal when you need it? Fifth Eye. We're no closer to finding the Oathbreaker's position. Not with this cryptic mess. She promised us answers and all she gave us was gibberish.
Sorry to interrupt, but I highly doubt it's gibberish. More likely, it's one of the local scripts.
Lantry. The voice comes from another prisoner tied up next to Varia, an older gentleman with the quills, ink vials, and parchment scrolls one finds on the sages of the School of Ink and Quill. Ink smudges cover his cheeks, temples, and ears. His clothes appear charred, and between the rips of the fabrics you spot burning scars along his arms. Despite being emaciated and tied to a post, he offers a beaming smile. Show him the parchment. Or read the parchment. Can I read the parchment? Let's try this. You unroll the parchment and see a message of modest length written with professional, albeit hasty, penmanship. The Tearsmen speak the Canto just like the Northerners, but they have half a dozen different ways of writing it. This particular script is unknown to you. Who are you?
I'm Sage Lantry, one of the hired quills that was coordinating missives between the Vendrian Guard captains. They aren't paying me anymore and aren't coming to my rescue. So I'll decipher that parchment for you. That's what smart prisoners do, right? Make themselves useful?
So it's one of the longest surviving schools of magic. Can you read this? Although it is a bit... Nah, I'm sure it's safe.
Let me see. I can't...
You hold the parchment in front of the bound sage, and his eyes dart down the length of the missive. He reads the words a second time, nodding in silence.
I don't know exactly what it says, but I'm half certain that's Sage Selwyn's handwriting. I'm sure I could decipher that in a few hours' time. Don't need my hands free, but I think better when not tied to a post. I know, I'm weird that way.
Fifth Eye. A few hours? Either you can read it or you cannot. What use is a sage that does know his letters? I've heard all I need to hear. I say we have some fun with this one. Option 1, it can't hurt to give him a few hours. 2, your life depends on you translating the scroll now. 3, another useless prisoner, dispose of him. I'll go with number 2.
I would love to help. I just need some time. That's written in another sage's shorthand. I'd have to sit down with it, or better yet, compare it to a piece of his writing I have stashed on me somewhere. If I sat down with it while sufficiently sober, it's highly probable I'd figure it out.
Sober? Since when do we share the good stuff with the prisoners?
Yeah.
Oh, nobody shared. Right before I was taken prisoner, I imbibed several vials of reagents. I wanted to be numb and disconnected when my captors used me for carnal catharsis. It's made these last few days tied to a post almost enjoyable.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. However, if we gain information that can lead us to the second group, that's quite Good. And few hours. We have 8 days. I think we'll. Yeah, let's do this. It can hurt to give him a few hours. Fifth Eye. You read the edict. I don't need to tell you the sundial is working against us. This addled old bag is just trying to stall us. Perhaps. 1. Untie him, give him a chance to translate. 2. The voice of Nerat will be upset to know you squandered a source of enemy intelligence. 3. He's trying to help, isn't that worth something? 4. Another useless prisoner. Excuse me. Dispose of him. 1. Untie him, give him a chance to translate. Fifth Eye. Are you giving me orders, Binder? Does this look like Tunon's court? Last I checked, only the Archon of Secrets can tell me what to do with a prisoner. The Crimson Spear pounds his stuff at the ground. If this old man wants freedom, we shall give him his fair shot at a trial.
Fatebinder, I beseech you, be my advocate for this trial. I'm no fool. I know the chorus uses blood, not words, to settle these matters. But you are a servant of the Archon of Justice, are you not?
Options 1. Fine, but I'll be his champion. This one needs to live. 2. Release the prisoner at once. I'm taking him into my custody. 3. We need the prisoner alive. This is a terrible idea. 4. He obviously has useful information, yet you are willing to let him die for sport. 5. As a Fatebinder, it is not my place to tell the Hordes how to conduct trials on their own land. I'm gonna use 2. I don't want to lose time with trials. Release a prisoner at once. I'm taking him into my custody. Fifth Eye. Not a chance. He's our prisoner. If you think you can crack the information you need out of his skull without trapping the Archon, that's one thing. But you are not working out here with our property. I cannot use the first one. I cannot use the third one. 4th. Fine. Let's have his poo. Let's have this child you want so much. Or 2. Athletics. Grab him by the mask. Did you just tell me no? Well, I have to try this. Fifth Eye. Gah! The Horus warrior emits a whimpering squeal as you grab him by the chin of his mask and pull him close. Gloved hands press against you, but try as he might, his push cannot exceed your pull. Look at the avatar, it's awesome. Enna. Enna? Enna means one in Greek. I don't know why I said it Enna. Anyway. Release the prisoner to me, and I won't shame and degrade you in full view of your followers. 2. Very brave of you to insult me to my face. Let's have your little trial. No. Release him. Fifth Eye. Yes, yes. He grunts and stammers as he strangles to wrest free from your grip. Once you release him, he suffers to regain his composure. You two. Dusting himself off with one hand, he waves it to 2 nearby conscripts with the other. Release the Sage. He's the Fatebinder's problem now. Lantry. The Sage is unbound from the post. Stiff legs nearby buckle as he attempts to walk, and his arms flex and flail in their new freedom. Wiping sweat and grime from his brow, the Sage steps close to you with a nervous smile.
Thank you. Oh, I thought I was going to wind up as another corpse in that pile. Now, hand me that parchment. The sooner I can find out what it says, the sooner I can get out of this place.
Was that a dog or a wolf or something? Not sure. Lantry. Well, much of this parchment was withered, but I could make out the important parts of the text. The note makes mention of a meeting spot west of Triple Nettle. Triple Nettle Wilderness is now unlocked on the world map. Fifth Eye. So the old sage knows his words after all. I'll ask that you travel ahead and see if you can get this Captain Florian to yield to the Horus. They will strike at first sight of the Horus gang, but perhaps they will parley if yours is the face they see. Laundry. I know the area, and I suggest you go at once. I'll show you the way. I'm eager to be far from the stench of this camp. You're offering to come with me? Why? 2. How about you just tell me where it is? I don't need you tagging along. While 2 is true, I'm willing to risk it. Because the alternative is what? Living here with these illiterate brutes? My old study is under a river of fire and there's no family missing me. Besides, I'll much rather chronicle the binder that twice proclaimed an edict of Kyros. I'll be a fool to let someone else write your story. Options. 1. How about you just tell me where it is? I don't need you tagging along. 2. You want to chronicle me? 3. Fine, if you're so eager, come with me. 4. Swear fealty to me and I'll let you leave this place with me. 5. Sorry, you're on your own. Okay, I'll go with 3. Fine, if you're so eager, come with me. Splendid. You won't be disappointed. I know I may seem old and frail, but I know how to step lightly and how to not get killed. Really, I won't slow you down. Lead the way and let me know if I can be of service. Verse. Are we done here? Let's hightail it to Trippinettle. If your new pet doesn't behave himself along the way, I'm not above clipping his ears.
I got it.
Alright. Let's have a look. Skills. Magic stuff. Thrown weapons. Magic control life. What's this? Okay. Edict of execution. The overlord has decreased. Yeah. He's a healer. Okay, what does he carry, if anything? Oh, that's not it. That's it. He has. Shall we give this to him? Yeah. Alright. What's this? Scholar gloves. And this is curiosity. No, I'm keeping that. Alright. He has a weapon. It's a quill. One-handed and thrown weapons. What's this? Is the throwing knife? The serpentine blades of Landra's daggers are stylized with the splayed veins of avian feather. Feather? Feather? Feather, giving his weaponry the appearance of sapient metal quill pens. Landra has many of these daggers, some of varying dimensions, but all weighted for throwing. Stashed about his pocket-rich ensemble, though intended to be thrown by an erudite scholar running away from danger, these quills are steady enough to be used in melee if the situation demands. This item can be improved with a Spire Forge upgrade. Okay, so what matters is that he has a weapon. Let's see. What's this? Salveros? What's this guy? Hail, Fate Binder of Tunon. The disfavored officer pounds a heavy gauntlet against his chest in a stiff but warm greeting. Were I a betting or a superstitious man, I would say fortune must favor me today. I'm not. But I'm pleased to meet you all the same. Now, what brings you to my little slice of personal damnation, otherwise known as... He spreads his thickly gloved hands wide. This here mud and shit stinking chorus camp. Alright, options. Have everything you'd like to report, soldier. Maybe you have noticed something unusual. While you station with the chorus, you act like it's a punishment to be assigned to this detail. Our lives at risk, and even then you can't get along with the chorus. Farewell. Now let's go with 1. He cants his head to one side, taken aback. What about the chorus isn't unusual? The army itself is a strange, malnourished beast, but no. The screamers seem mostly in order, sir. And I haven't been spying, if that's what you're implying, sir. No. Still, as a post, he studies you sharply, scarcely appearing to the brain. Still as a post. Course, even if I was, it would be damn near impossible to learn anything from this shit sty. Fifth Eye and those damn Furies don't even look me enough for me to do my detail. And it's not for lack of trying on my part. Right, because you seem so easy to... No, stare silently. He stares back for a long moment before finally lifting one meaty shoulder in a stiff shrug. Why are you stationed with the chorus? From the way most of my days go, you would think I was here to roast blood chanters and scarlet furies, but my post is to represent the disfavored interests before Fifth Eye and the Scarlet Horse before Iron Marshal Erenius. Not that I've gotten to either in so much as last span. Alright. Bye.
What have we here?
Don't know.
You didn't see nothing.
Oh, what's this? Rod spear. Alright. Well, where is it? Is it just money? Confused. Anyway, let's continue. This guy, Reg. Baz. Oh, the other one. Well, look who we have here. Chewing on some manner of cud, a heavy-set soldier flings spittle and crumbs as he talks. The Fatebinder finally shows himself. As one of Tunon's Fatebinders, you are a traveling deputy of law. I'm a marshal. Authorized to be a judge, jury, and executioner in Tunon's absence. You have authority over civilians and soldiers alike, but Tunon may freely destroy you should you misuse your power. Scarlet Horse and disfavored soldiers are required to abide by your judgment. A fact that often offends those who feel they should only have to answer to the rules put forth by their Archon. I'm Reg. The second soldier chimes in. And this is Baz. We're wondering when you might pay the camp a visit. The Fifth Eye has been a little starved for attention. He ordered us to... Baz. To watch you like a troublesome babe. Make sure you don't get out of line. Baz knits her fingers together, joints crackling as he smiles. Reg clears his throat loudly, scowling at Baz. Something like that. If you have questions, ask us. Good luck finding anyone else in camp who will give you answers or even a smile. So, anything we can do for you? Tell me about yourself, Baz. I was a third sword at the beck and call of fat merchants, just another dented face in the crowd. After too many years of spilling blood in local skirmishes, I realized that I was only killing time. Then Kiros showed me a better way, unity, purpose. Now I fight for something, not just someone. Been watching the Scarlet Furies, practicing my blade work. Not good enough to join them yet, but I bet I could show you a thing or two. Baz, let's see what you can teach me. Let's dance, Binder. Skill training. Trust as a point. Alright, so... Yeah, I don't think I care for wait. Yeah, she can get some training. Let's do that. 6. It's a lot. Let's try once. Yeah, that's a lot. Nah, thank you. That's enough. What about him? Buzz. Buzz spits a wad of chewed bread into her open palm. Why? These rations are foul. Taste it. Can't tell if it's poison or mold. I have tasted bread like this. I heard that our watch is spotted at this favored scout by the grain store. You don't think? I felt fine. Maybe it's a herb to slow my hand in battle. Sabotage is a coward's weapon. Maybe it's just gone bad. Seeing you, Reg pockets his ration without taking a bite. Fatebinder. So, anything we can do for you? Asks Baz. Tell me about yourself, Reg. He scratched the back of his head at a loss for words. I had a family, a farm, then the chorus came and, well, now I have the chorus. Priorities change when you hear screams in the night and feel a blade pressed to your neck. Things like farms or families don't seem as important. Reg, I used to have nightmares thinking about the culling. Felt awful remembering how I hacked my ma and dad to bits, just so I could survive. When the Skull and Horus conscripts a village, they hold a ceremony known as a culling. Every able-bodied man, woman and child is given a weapon and forced to fight their family and friends to the death. Those who survive are deemed strong enough and free from all ties to join the army of the Voices of Narat. Reg's eyes, shadowed for a moment with sorrow, take on a feverish gleam. The fifth eye heard me howling one night, pulled me out of the horde and took an interest in me. Now I'm studying magic, calling fire from nothing. If my ma and dad could see me now, they would be so proud. Wow. Reg, show me what the fifth eye has been teaching you. We'll make this valley burn. I can let Saber enter lore, that's good. Alright, I prefer to learn it for myself. Lore. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to spend too much money. I don't know how easy or difficult it is. Alright, let's get out of here. Who's this? No? Okay. Right, let's go and see. There's a crate here. Can I go there? Whoa, wait. What's this? These spears are brittle and rusted. The stench of piss and fecal matter emanate from this tent. One clearly not used for rest. Okay, let's keep moving. Who's this guy? Piss off. No, I cannot talk to them. Ah man, 47. Okay, let's get out of here. Snigler daggers. Snigler daggers. Upon noticing your approach, the merchant straightens his portion and smiles. What an honor! The name Snigler daggers, originally from the relative tranquility of the Northern Empire, I have since accepted a nomadic life for the sake of keeping Kiros Fort supplied with only the finest goods, local and imported. He winks a little. It's not much, but let me know if you see anything that piques your interest. Yeah, I cannot afford anything. What's this? Okay, never mind. It's time good to get out of here. Something here. Cheers. Alright, now, I see you can talk to them, so let's do it. Landry. Landry stops his stride, darting his hands about his bandolier and belt, as he softly mouths off a mental inventory of his inks and quills. When at last assured his possessions are in place, he looks up at you with a smile. What may I do for you? Who are you? Apologies if I didn't properly introduce myself earlier. All my works are written under the name Sage Landry of the Vellum Citadel, but outside of proper citations, Landry will suffice. The Vellum Citadel was a library fortress, the largest archive of the written word in the Tiers. The School of Ink and Quill protected and maintained the archive of ancient lore for centuries, standing apart from political upheavals of the younger realms as an enduring pillar of knowledge and culture. 5 tomes are bound by my hand. I have trained letters and numbers to nearly 1,000 minds, but most of all that work went up in flames. I'm sure I'm not the only person in the Tiers wondering where life will go after these messy years. If you're going to be traveling with me, I need to know more about you. An understandable request. Let's see. Born in Sunder, no kids. What few longings of fatherly love I've got in my heart are satisfied by taking care of carrier birds. Learned my sigils and spells about 30 years back, and being able to defend myself has opened a life of field study, and haven't grown tired of the wandering just yet. I've written on all manner of subjects, magic, birds, language, geometry, but my main focus has been chronicling. I found there's no finer pursuit than recording the events of our times. There will always be legends of what happened. Someone ought to be making note of the real thing. Aside from that, I don't know. I practice centering stamps, draw portraits, make my own inks, and have a sub-aversion to autobiography. I'm about as boring as watching coral grow. How did you end up here in Vengeance Well? When the Vellum Citadel was set aflame by Kiros' edict, I fled as fast as my knees would carry me. Every direction seemed a bad idea, but heading to Vengeance Well seemed the least suicidal option. Mind you, I was laboring under the misconception that the Vengeance Guard had surrendered, and the fighting in the valley had stopped. Looking first at his left arm, then his right, he reads through the assorted notes inked across his skin. Ah yes, 7th of sparring. That's when I crossed the mountains. That will be 2 days, 3 days after the Vengeance Guard jettisoned their surrender and claimed the citadel in the valley. The Vengeance Guard nabbed me after several other sages moving through the valley. The other sages were sympathetic to the Vengeance Guard. As for me, I just agreed so as not to get everyone killed. I think defying the Overlord is a really slow and stupid form of suicide. Tell me about your work with the Oathbreakers. The Vengeance Guard has several noble born in their ranks, and they know their letters. Problem is, they've come from nobles' houses scattered across the realms. Each with their own private script. That's where the sages and I come in. Just checking if it is still recording. Between us, we are familiar enough with all the original scripts to translate and coordinate. But translating is child's play, so I might have helped out a bit more. The old citadel at the center of the valley is a crumbling affair, and there's no time for proper construction. Seemed a crime not to put my magic to work. What did you learn of their plans in your time there? It won't surprise you to know their strategy is largely non-existent. They cling to the hope that their example will inspire others in the tiers to come to the valley and join the cause. The recent inaction between the Archons have emboldened them. Some even think the Archons fear the Vendrian Guard. I'm sure they have it quite wrong. What else can you tell me about the Oathbreakers and their forces? The Vendrian Guard surrendered back in 429, and while a lot of them were conscripted in the chorus, 3 of the leaders, Captains Ari, Matani, and Florian, never turned themselves in. Instead, they hid in the valley, gathering up what resources they could, at least they could challenge the local garrison. Until at highest court early in the year, they numbered over 400. The ranks swollen by soldiers of Heaven and Azure that survived the war. They are a dying breed, these Oathbreakers. Most in the tiers have finally come to realize that Kyros has already won. And before you ask, as connoisseur of the inevitable, I've made my peace with the Overlord and bow to his might. How did you wind up a prisoner of the chorus? I had to send some missives, and that meant getting to a clearing where my terns and doves might find me. The patrol with me was ambushed by the Scarlet Horse. I tried to flee the scene, but some youngsters tackled me and, well, out of one fire into another. That's been a running theme this year. We'll talk more later. Indeed, I have a finite appetite for discussing myself, and I'm more than sated. Let us press onward. First, couldn't help but notice that you are eyeballing the disfavor symbol littered about camp. Okay. It's hardly a symbol, just a scroll. That's true, but it used to be the pride of Graven Ass's Legion before Kyros made them deface it. What happened? Word has it that Ass has been under more scrutiny than other Archons, seeing as he took a stand against Kyros in the past. Even though he bent the knee in the end, that doesn't place him above suspicion. Kyros and the other Archons keep him on a tight leash. Before he bent the knee to Kyros, Graven Ass rallied his legions against the Overlord's authority. His prowess on the battlefield ingratiated him to the Archons, who welcomed him in their ranks in exchange for his obedience. Ass's troops impressed the growing empire, but Kyros made them sacrifice everything they were up to the point Ass surrendered. They have been disfavored ever since, and fighting to earn back their honor. I guess that's why you don't cross the Overlord. Kyros holds a grudge with a mean, jealous streak. Alright, enough. I don't blame you. Compared to the Scarlet Horus, the disfavored are about as interesting as hard labor. Alright, and this will be it for today. Next time, probably tomorrow, we're going to try to find the second camp of the Vendrian Guard and see what and if we can do anything about it. I have to say, I like this game a lot. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.